Hi Libra, this is KACEE with your August Love Matters reading. Thanks for tuning in. SHAE and I are so happy to have you here with us. She will have another video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. The first couple of cards I'm going to pull will be for your overall energy for the month of August. I'm going to pull your energy to the left and their energy to the right. However, it is your reading, so if you resonate with one side more so than the other, you can flip-flop it. So you're coming in as the magician in the mirror. This can be a couple different things because this can be a positive. You're using all your talents, your intuition, your magical gifts, and you're manifesting. However, this can also mean something of an illusion card where things are not being presented the way they're supposed to be, whether you're doing that with someone else or someone is not presenting all the facts to you. Let's see. The other energy that's coming in is the temple path. This is all about being on a very spiritual, faithful path. This is listening to God. This is listening to the spirit messages. This is going down the right avenue in order to fulfill your journey to do the right thing. So right now, these particular energies seem very positive, but we're going to pull some clarifying cards because sometimes that changes the whole message. And these are from the Major Arcana. And this relationship reading also, guys, could resonate with any relationship you have. It could be a personal romantic situation, but it can also fall with maybe a family member, a co-worker, relationship with yourself, anything along those lines, because there are so many relationships we deal with on the daily. But let's see how the clarifying cards come in. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse on your magician in the mirror. And they're coming in with death in reverse. So the magician in the mirror with the Tower card in reverse is telling me that you are using all your magical gifts, all your powers, all your intuition, everything that's up your sleeve in order to avoid disaster, in order to avoid conflict, in order to make everything very balanced and very smooth. You are like ripping your hair out, doing everything possible so that nothing gets a hiccup in any way, shape, or form. Kind of like walking on eggshells in another aspect too, because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, so you're doing everything in your power to make sure that that does not happen. The temple path with death in reverse is telling me that there's resistance to change. There's something that needs to change, but they're so resistant. They're on their path. They're doing what they're going to do. They feel like they're doing the right thing, but they're not going to budge in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to pull some clarifying cards. And we're going to use the Psychic Tarot first. See how this adds to the message. These are for your obstacles or your advice. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have new beginnings and the waiting game. Doesn't that just figure? So you have new beginnings, but you have to wait. You have to let everything take root. Everything you've been working on and you're manifesting, and you're trying not to rock the boat. You're trying to make sure all the bills are paid and everyone's happy and everybody has what they need. It's a little taxing, especially when it's coming in so slow. You can see the new beginnings of what you have already started, but nothing's really coming to fruition yet. It's like you really can't put your hands on that item or the money, or if you're saving to buy a house, or you're saving to buy a car, or you're starting a new job, it's like you can see all the potential, but you can't put your hands on it just yet. That's what I see here between the new beginnings and the waiting game. But you're manifesting the heck out of this, and you're trying everything you can to avoid conflict, to avoid a disaster, to avoid any shakeups, because you're so close to the end game. They're coming in with sacrifice and patience. Well, that's really interesting because they have the temple path. And to me, when you were raising our vibration and we're in that zone, that we are very patient. We're patient with ourselves. We're patient with the people around us. We're patient with our gifts. That's when we're zen. And I feel like that energy is very grounded right now. They're very zen. They've sacrificed things that no longer work for them. They're letting go of stuff. But then there's other stuff that they're not going to budge on. And they're being very patient because they're seeing what's going to come next. They're waiting for the next thing to open up. And they're very patient about this. You could be dealing with an earth sign, because earth signs are very patient signs. So I'm just going to throw that out there for you. You know, and as Libras, we're a little bit impatient. At least I am. So let's pull some more. Okay. 8 of Swords, Emperor in reverse, 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, guys. So you're stressing out while you're waiting this out. You are totally flipping out. You don't feel like you're in control, which is represented with the Emperor in reverse. The 8 of Swords in the upright is telling me that you're stressed. You're putting yourself in isolation. You're withdrawing. You know, your mind's going 1,000 miles a minute as to how you're going to manifest this and how you're going to pay that and how you're going to get from point A to point B. And you're like really over analyzing it. You got to relax because you've set the stage. You have to let it play it out and play the part. It will all come, but you're trying to control it too hard right now and you feel very out of balance. And you're a Libra. You cannot be out of balance. You need to shut your mind off. You have to listen to your higher self and know that everything is going to be okay. You have put all your magic out there. Okay, you put all your magic out here. And right down here, I don't know if you guys can see this card. But down here we have all the roots, and then it's growing into this beautiful tree in the waiting game. And in the hourglass, it is growing and growing and growing. So you have manifested your gifts into this hourglass. You have to wait it out. You have to let it mature. And while you're doing that, you feel out of balance. You feel stressed out. Now, the person you're dealing with is very, very calm. You know, and they're just waiting. They're sacrificing this and they're waiting for that, and they're putting up the good fight. They know that this is an important thing for you guys to work on. They understand where you're going with all this and they support you. But the 9 of Wands in reverse talks about being defensive and being on edge and not being calm and not being very persistent, you know, and resilient. They are feeling the anxiety as well. They're feeling the same thing you are, but on the outside, they're showing this very patient, calm exterior. And sometimes that can be very comforting to us. And in other times, it can infuriate us because it's like, why are you so calm? Why aren't you as excited about this and concerned about this and stressed out about this as I am? Well, other signs don't stress as much as the air signs, okay? The air signs are very in their head. They're going back and forth all the time, trying to balance it out, trying to figure it out, and we will drive ourselves crazy. And so this is where you have to understand the new beginning is coming, honey, but you just need to wait. And you need to put the brakes on and really do some self-care, do some meditation, find something else to do, and stop worrying about this situation. It will work out. They're just as worried. However, they're not going to show you that they're just as worried. So they're going to be very calm and patient and seem very even-keeled. And like I said, sometimes that will just drive us nuts, but we have to respect that because they're trying to keep us calm as well. All right, let's pull some clarifiers on this. See new beginnings in the Ace of Swords. Seriously, that's taking your raw power. Your new beginning is right there. You're going to be able to really reach out and grab it. It's on the horizon for August. It really is. And this is where you change everything around because you can, the 3 of Wands is right here. You see it coming in. You see the ships coming in. They haven't docked yet, but they're right there at, you know, the end of your vision. And you are very excited about that. And you're very passionate about what's going on. Here with the 7 of Cups in reverse with the 8 of Swords and the upright is all the opportunities are stressing you out. You don't know which one is good for you. You see the good and the bad and everything, you know, because you're trying to balance. You're trying to be that Libra that you are, and that's what's stressing you out. You're overthinking everything. Knight of Wands in reverse talks about scattered energy, delays, frustration. Well, we just talked about that. You see the new beginnings and you see the new opportunities, but they're stalled for some reason. And that is really driving you crazy. It's stressing you out to the max. See, right here, they are stressing. Nine of Swords. They're going back and forth. They're having sleepless nights. They're having dreams. It's affecting them too, but they're not letting you know. But here we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, you guys have the new beginnings coming, the new opportunities. They're just showing you a more patient side of them. Again, this could be an earth sign. There are Two of Swords. We have decisions to make. You know, new opportunities always bring new decisions in things that we have to think about and be very, very balanced with. Four of Pentacles in reverse talks about materialism, self-protection, letting go of a thought process as well. You know, because when he's in the upright, he's showing, you know, him standing on those coins and being very solid and secure and sometimes greedy. So when it's in reverse, this is telling me that they're changing their thought process, that they're twisting the way things are going to be. And it's going to be more about self-protection. So there's going to be some changes about how you guys think about things and what decisions you make with the new opportunities. And it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same old, same old. So whatever you're working through for this month, you guys will be able to manifest what you need. It will work out, but you both have to be patient. And you do have to think of things from a different angle. And because they're on this temple path right now, it's telling me that they're being guided by spirit and they're thinking outside of the box. You know, they're taking their faith very seriously in this situation. Chaos. You're trying to balance the chaos and you're trying to avoid it at all costs. It's like you can see that it can really wreak havoc on your situation, on your relationship, and that's part of what you're stressing about because there's too many options and you're trying very, very hard to avoid that. But you're using your intuition, you're using your magic, you're using your gifts in order to create this new beginning. So you keep going on the road you're on. If this is a situation in regards to you guys being separated and you're not working on this together, new opportunities are coming in. They think about you as much as you think about them. This may not be the right time to reconcile. If something has gone down, there might be the time that you both have to take a time out and do your introspection and figure out if this is something you want to pursue later on, if you can balance this out, because they're being very stubborn with the Death card in reverse. They're not making any changes that they don't want to make. They've made some sacrifices. You know, they may be waiting for a new opportunity to reconcile. But I really feel in a lot of aspects, you guys, this is a situation that you guys are working on together. So apply it how it fits for you. Again, this can be a romantic situation. It can be family. It can be work. It can be your own relationship with yourself. If you're battling something that you need to do and you're trying really hard to manifest something. However, I think that's for a few of you. I believe most of you are dealing with another energy that is going through the same things that you're going through, and you guys are going through it separately and differently because they're coming up with self-worth, which means that they're trying to protect themselves so hard because their self-worth has been challenged. You know, if they had taken a hit recently in regards to maybe finances or something not working out, they're really doubting themselves right now. And they should be really on the path of enlightenment. And right now they don't want to change too much too soon because they feel like they've already sacrificed something huge. So their ego took a hit and they're trying to repair that as much as they can, and they are stressing. So whatever had happened, you guys are both feeling it. You're both dealing with it in different ways, but there are new beginnings. There are new beginnings for a reconciliation. There's new beginnings if you guys have decided to part for good. You're both going to be able to move forward, release that stress, but you have to wait it out. There's a lot of, there's got to be a lot of time in between right now before it comes to fruition during the month of August. So you got to be really, really patient. Your angel message is coming in as children. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me help children. So this could be a lot about your family. It could be about your kids, your grandkids. It could be about nieces and nephews. It could also be about your childlike wonder, which is where you get your gifts from. You know, a lot of us have our gifts from when we're young, and it starts, they come and they go, depending if we try to block them or not. But when we need them to manifest something, we can tap into those gifts really fast. You could be trying to protect some children right now. Like if this is a breakup for some of you, or a divorce, you want to be able to manifest a happy home and, you know, comfort and security for the kids so that they don't feel like everything is kind of going crazy for whatever they can understand the situation to be. Their angel message is do more research. And it reads, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly and gently guiding me to the information that I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge. Now this is telling me that they will get over whatever it is and they'll be able to move forward and feel more balanced, and that they will come up with a solution to the problem so that you guys will stop stressing over it. Know that something is in the works for a new beginning. I'm also getting for maybe a few of you that you guys may have to take over a parental role of children that you don't physically have at the moment, and it could be temporary because something happens. You know, you may have to reach out and, you know, take in your nieces or nephews or take in your stepchildren for some reason. And so keep that in mind, that there's going to be a lot of shakeups for August, but there is a solution to this problem. And stop stressing, because you have a lot of opportunities that are going to open up for you so that you'll be able to balance it and figure it out. Even though it feels very chaotic right now, hold tight, take a deep breath. There is a solution to this, Libra. So hold on. Let me know how you're doing. You know, send me an email or a comment. Thank you for letting me read for you guys today. I know this is really intense, but you guys will be able to get through it. This particular situation will be rocky for August, but you do have new beginnings. You just have to wait it out, and please don't stress, because they're doing the same thing, but there is a solution to this problem. Please like and subscribe so I can have you back. And again, please give me a comment because I would love to hear from you guys. Take care.